Hello, 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 Christmas Flixers. Welcome back to Season 6 of Chicks on Christmas Flicks, where we can never have too many Christmas movies. We can only have not enough Christmas movies. Hey everybody, I'm Brady, and I am back for more TV Christmas movies for the TV Christmas movie season, the 2025 TV Christmas movie season. Listen, I had to spread it beyond Countdown to Christmas because we have more entries into the TV Christmas movie season, which includes It's a Wonderful Lifetime. It's a Wonderful Lifetime has finally kicked in this week, and it's really gonna be a good day for Christmas movies. If you're a TV Christmas movie lover like I am, especially because, like I said, you've got two choices now. You've got Countdown to Christmas, big. You've got It's a Wonderful Lifetime, huge. But then you can also stream, okay? And all the streamers have movies galore, but I have been watching Netflix, so I've included some of Netflix into my watching schedule. Anyway, so look, work is going crazy. Work is absolutely insane. But I have so enjoyed my Thanksgiving holiday. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I took time off to enjoy this holiday. And then, of course, later on in December, I will be taking off part of the month so that I can enjoy some time at home and rest up, because next year promises to be a crazy, crazy year in my industry. So a few things that I've been doing. First of all, one of the reasons why I'm so late recording is because I have been sick, under the weather. Now, I got over my cold, although you probably can't tell it right now because it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I sound very nasally. I apologize for that, but hey, it's what comes with the show. But I've also been, I told you guys about the high blood pressure, and I've also been, so my body's trying to adjust to this medicine. It's crazy. I swear, this medicine, I never knew I would need such an adjustment. My body is, like, part of the medicine I've been taking, for a long time, but my doctor added one part to the medicine, and oh my gosh, I swear, it's like I have vertigo sometimes. Like, I'll be sitting down. I'll be literally sitting down, not walking, not sitting down, and the room will start spinning around me, and I'll feel like I got motion sickness, and so it makes my stomach nauseous. I mean, it's been a rough ride. So 2 weeks I've been going through this. Yesterday's probably the first day that I started feeling a little bit better. Today I'm hoping that we continue on with that. Honestly, what I had to end up doing was taking that second medication and just cutting it in half. I had to tell my doctor I'm doing that because I don't know if you're actually supposed to do that, but honest to goodness, that's the only way that I could exist, and live. It was crazy. The other thing that I've been doing is making sourdough. So listen, I made 2 loaves of sourdough bread. One came out beautiful. I mean, it looked beautiful. It looked absolutely perfect. But the crust was hard. So the inside was nice and soft and everything, but the crust was hard. And then the second time, I left it in the oven too long, and the crust was really hard. But it was also flat. The first one had a lot of rise. The second one was a little more flat than the first one. So it's like I had to go back to the drawing board. I poured out all the starter that I have, and I said, I'm just going to start over again and try again with the starter, and then try again with making the loaves. So I will post a picture of the loaves that I started with. My first loaf, which is the one I'm most proud of, because it looks like a very pretty sourdough loaf, and that was my first. Remind you, that's the first loaf of sourdough I have ever tried to bake, ever. I am determined to get this right, though, because I do love the taste of sourdough bread. And I have to tell you, one of the things I noticed is that I had one slice of sourdough bread, but it kept me full like half the day. Like I wasn't even looking for snacks or anything. I was so full half the day. And then I ate dinner. And that's all I needed. I ate the bread and it was dinner and my stomach wasn't woozy. It made me feel better. I've been going through this thing with the vertigo and getting kind of motion sickness. But that made my stomach feel so much better. It was like drinking like ginger ale. It was so soothing to my stomach. So I am definitely going to figure this out because sourdough right now seems to be the ticket in terms of making me feel better. So I'm looking forward to getting this right. So anyway, I've started my sourdough starter all over again. And I'm trying to like stay on top of feeding it and all of that kind of stuff. I just get busy and I just, kind of forgot to feed it. Anyway, so then the last thing on my schedule was I've been doing more decluttering. So, now that I've like worked up and built up my decluttering muscle, it is easier for me to detect when there is friction in the house. And those areas of friction are the things that I go to declutter because I know something's not right here. So I have 3 drawers in my house, 2 in my bedroom and 1 in my kitchen that were just overfilled with stuff. So I've been buying new things like new workout clothes and stuff like that. But what would happen is I wouldn't throw anything away. It was not the 1 in, 1 out rule. So they started getting really stuffed. So I had to have a decluttering. So last night when I was kind of sick to my stomach, I just got a donation box out. I said, hey, I'm going through these drawers and get rid of the clutter. While I'm up, instead of just laying here like a lump and not doing anything, I'm just going to get up and declutter. So I did. It took me, probably about a half an hour. I decluttered my 2 drawers up here, which basically have like pajamas and t-shirts and workout clothes and stuff like that. I have that drawer from our Peloton. And I really needed to get it reorganized because now it's just easier for me to go in there, pull something out to get on the Peloton and go work out. So what I did actually reduced the friction of not only me getting into the drawer and getting out, but also getting dressed for the workout. Now I can just reach in there, grab something, and throw it on and go downstairs and work out. So that's good. That was a positive. But also in the kitchen, I had a drawer full of Bloom towels. So I don't know if I told you guys about Bloom towels. They're like my favorite thing. They're like one of my favorite things. Like if I did a Carla's favorite thing list, my discovery of Bloom towels over this past year, thanks to This Crazy Life. I don't know if you guys watch This Crazy Life on YouTube, but the woman Amanda, she really hit me to the Bloom towels. So I have been buying Bloom towels. I have a ridiculous number of Bloom towels already. I think I have 10. I want to say 10 or 12. I know that pales in comparison to Amanda's collection. But for me, I've not even been using these things for 6 months. But I have to tell you, I love them. There's a couple reasons why I love them. Three reasons why. So one is I love the designs. Like the designs are so adorable. They're perfect for my kitchen. Like I've never had I've never had kitchen towels where they were like decor. You know what I mean? And they have the little loop on there so you can like hang them on your, you can hang them on your thing. I have to post a picture of mine. I have them on the side of one of my cabinets. And I have these towel holders that I use them in. And so anytime I need them, I literally can just walk over there, snatch one out the towel holder. It's so easy. And then when I need to put it back, I can just put it back. So, but it's decor, so it makes the kitchen look, lighter and brighter and all that good stuff. I'll put a picture on, I'll put a picture on Twitter and in Instagram, like my bread, that I'm going to show you. But the other thing is that these things are super absorbent, right? That's number 2. I swear, like if you have, like when I run the dishwasher sometimes, my dishwasher, instead of having like a dry cycle, the door pops open. I don't know if you have Samsung dishwasher, you know what I'm talking about. The door pops open, and if you try to empty the dishwasher too soon, stuff won't dry. Like what you'll get is like a few of your dishes will have like a little bit of few wet spots on it, like a few drops of water, and you need to dry that off. And I take my towel, I dry it off, and you know what the beautiful thing is? Like it leaves no streaks. It just leaves it perfect, like a perfect piece of glass. Like when you first bring your glasses out of the packaging, that's what it looks like. It makes your glass look brand new. So I use it for like all my glass stuff because I just love having that. Even the glass dome on my like cake holder, I put it on there because using paper towels, I was using Bounty towels all the time. And, one, it's not good for the planet to like not use reusable stuff. But 2, it was just leaving lint residue all over everything. And this leaves no lint residue, which is number 3, right? So it's absorbent, but it also doesn't leave lint residue. So I will highly recommend that if you love kitchen towels and if you love pretty kitchen towels, that kind of add a little bit of decor to your kitchen, because I really am not a color person, right? Even in my closet, if you look at my closet right now, you'll see pans and you'll see beige and black, and then a few things of color like orange or whatever. But the majority of my closet is beige and black. It's just how I realize I love those colors, right? When I put everything in like, I put everything in my closet according to the color. And I realized, Carter, you really don't have a lot of color in this closet. I have like a small corner of like color stuff, and everything else is black and beige and jeans and slacks and pants and stuff. My slacks and pants vary in color. I have like gray. They're all dark though. I don't wear like clothes because I always make messes in them. So I don't wear anything white. I rarely wear anything light. And I tend to wear, beige to black with grays and stuff and dark browns and stuff mixed in between, because I always drop food. I am just that kind of person. I can't have nice things. I can't have nice things, can't have light things. Anyway, I want to go back for a second to Bloom towels. You can just Google Bloom towels and the website will come up, and they have like great sales. They're only like $12, right? Well, they're $17 like regular price, but you can get you can use Amanda's code. It's just Amanda, and you can get it for $12. Or you can catch the sales. I think every Tuesday they have a sale, and you can catch the $12 sales and just get them for $12. But I'm telling you, that's $12 well spent. You will have pretty in your kitchen, you will have absorbent in your kitchen, and you will have lint free in your kitchen. All right, so that is all I am going to say about that. So today, listen, today is a blooper day. I am not going to worry about doing a whole bunch of editing on this podcast because it'll just take me forever to get the podcast out, and it's already taken me forever. And I don't know how well I'm going to be feeling. So we're going to go with feeling good right now, and we're going to go with hurrying up and getting this podcast out while I'm feeling good. So, and I can almost promise you that this coming week, but I don't know, I'm going to strive for Tuesday, but I'm thinking the podcast will go up Wednesday. All right. But anyway, so today I'm going to talk about some great movies. Let me tell you something. There's some good movies out there. And although I have not been podcasting, I have been watching and relatively keeping up with Christmas movies that have come out. So this week, I'm going to give you reviews and ratings and reviews. A lot more ratings and reviews this week. Holiday Touchdown, A Bill Story, Merry Little ExMas. Disney Plus came out with A Very Jonas Christmas. And then Netflix came out with Champagne Problems. And then Mistletoe Murders. Okay, so since I've done the last show, they had season 2, episode 2, and which was the 2 shows, that equals 1 movie. And then they did season 3, season 2, episode 3. And I told you I was going to binge watch that while I'm on Christmas vacation. So you can guarantee somewhere around the 18th or 19th, that's going to be my binge session for those shows. I tried my best to watch Melt My Heart This Christmas on the Hallmark Channel, but I have not gotten through it yet. And this does not, given my health challenges, this should not speak against the movie right yet, because I haven't watched it yet. But most of the time I have been falling asleep on it, and that's just probably because of exhaustion, because when I finally do get sleepy, I'm just gone. Like I'm up 1 minute and I'm asleep the next. There is no like drifting off to sleep. It's just I'm in one state or the other. And I think it's because I've lost some sleep because of the spinny thing going on with all this medicine. But I'm going to try it again this weekend while I'm off. I know that I can watch all the things on Hallmark Plus, so I will be watching Hallmark Plus. All right. So, let me tell you. First things first, I'm going to get to my reviews, and I'm going to get to what's coming up next week on the holidays. This weekend, I should say, for the Thanksgiving weekend, because obviously we're still in the weekend, so I can't review the movies that are coming out this weekend, but there's a lot coming out this weekend. And I told you guys, It's a Wonderful Lifetime is out. So there's just going to be so much to try and keep up with between today and tomorrow. But thankfully, like I said, new movies I get to watch on Hallmark Plus. So if I miss the new movies in real time because I'm watching Lifetime, I can always come back to Hallmark Plus and watch Hallmark. And I'm not paying for Lifetime like I'm paying for Hallmark Plus. So that's the benefit you get from subscribing to Hallmark Plus, is that you get to watch the premieres anytime. Usually they show up like the day after, like the morning after, and you can watch them anytime. So that'll be the benefit that I take from Hallmark, that I don't have to watch everything when it premieres on Hallmark, because I can watch Hallmark Plus. Anyway, so before I get to all of that, we're going to do St. Nick shoutouts. First things first is St. Nick shoutouts. You know that is first on my list of things to do. Today, I'm not going to do the long version. I'm going to do the short version because I have so many movies to review. I have like 6 movies to review for you guys. Stuff that, you may want to put on your your Christmas movie watching list for this weekend. So that is why I really wanted to come out with the show today, and that's why I want to give you all the reviews, because there's some really good stuff that's out here right now. So anyway, like I said, I always love beginning the show with St. Nick shout-outs. It's my favorite tradition. I still cannot believe I'm 6 seasons in, and like I'm 6 seasons, 15 shows in. Like it's still not like hitting me. So we have 4 more weeks to go before Christmas and the New Year, and so that means 4 more shows. 4 more shows. So I will get to almost 20 shows this week. No. And I still have the writer, the TV Christmas movies for writing creatives or writers, really, and even some readers. So I still have that show planned. I have it written. I just have not recorded it. Maybe I'll record it right after this. So anyway, 20 shows this year you're going to get from me. 20 shows plus the post-season and favorite stuff that's coming up at the end of the season. And then I'll get kicked off with the new season. So, I don't know. I think we may have either a special guest or we may get a co-host for next season. I'm so excited, but I'm going to have to work that out. But this year's crazy. So I'm going to get through this year. But next year, maybe a co-host. And it might be somebody So we'll see about that. Anyway, today I'm going to give you the shorter version of the St. Nick shout-outs. I'm going to give some big love to 5 listener locations. See, now I'm starting to get dizzy again. Just by sitting here talking. Oh my gosh. Let's hope I make it through this show, guys. Let's cross our fingers and hope I make it through this show. So anyway, top 3 Christmas locations. Top 5 listener locations. I don't know who you are, but I know where you live. And so the number 1 location for this week is Weaverville, North Carolina. Weaverville, North Carolina. I have not gone to look that up. I don't know where it is, but it's in North Carolina. North Carolina is close to my heart. I still own land, in North Carolina. I'm going to be paying for a house in North Carolina for next year anyway. My grandmother's house. That's a long story. But so, I have ties to North Carolina. So, we're going to keep our fingers crossed that all goes well with things with my grandmother's house and our land in North Carolina. But maybe that's a discussion for the next show. Number 2 is Gilbert, Arizona. Gilbert, Arizona. Thank you for joining the show, Gilbert, Arizona. Number 3 is Delta, British Columbia. Delta, British Columbia is number 3. Number 4 is McHenry, Illinois. McHenry, Illinois. And number 5 is Sayville, New York. Sayville, New York. Thank you all so much for joining and listening into the show. Probably in the next edition, or the edition after the next one, because I expect the next one to be long, because there are a lot of movies out this weekend. But so the next weekend, we're going to kind of get back to a more normal schedule. And when I start the more normal schedule, I'll restart the more longer versions of St. Nick shoutouts, okay? All right, so I just have a few things for ho holiday headlines this week. So first of all, this coming week is the first week of December, and I want to remind you all that With Love Megan on Netflix is coming out December 3rd. So that'll be out, I think that's Wednesday of next week. So if you haven't watched any With Love Megan and you love those like lifestyle home show kind of things, promise I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you watch With Love Megan. And she's got a very special guest cameo, which is Prince Harry. So I am very much looking. I love them as a couple. I love Happy though. You know, there's a lot of miserable people out there that look at them and they're like, you know, they don't like her. Hey, I like any couple that is happy and smiling and they look at each other and they're happy and they get along, and that's what matters. They're family. They're a couple with 2 kids, a married couple with 2 kids. You want them to stay together. That's good. That's a good thing, right? It is a beautiful thing. Why should we care who they are or what titles they have? They're people with kids. Be happy for them. So I'm always happy for them. And I especially, like I said, to me, they beam when they look at each other. You could tell when Harry looks at Meghan, and Meghan's the same. You know, she looks at him, she just could eat him up with a spoon. And he's the same with her, you know, he could just eat her up with a spoon. So I just love them. I love looking at them. I love seeing Happy. I love seeing Happy. If you love seeing Happy, you'll watch With Love Megan. Because I'm telling you, you're going to see a lot of Happy on With Love Megan. Megan loves being in the kitchen. Megan loves having guests over. Megan loves making gifts for her guests. And Megan loves her family. Hey, she's all right with me. All right. The next is It's a Wonderful Lifetime. That's the next piece of news. It's a Wonderful Lifetime began Thursday, right? I have been watching it. Like today, I believe they have a Merry Little Christmas baby wedding, like the whole thing. Well, it's Christmas, wedding, and baby to be in the right order, and they're going to show it in the right order. But they have that marathon going today. So if you love Merry Little Christmas, they've got that marathon going on today. And then they've got 2 new movies this week. They've got the Brady movie, Christmas Every Day. And then they've got the Vivica A. Fox and Jack A. Harry movie with the Christmas campaign back to back today. So I think that's 8 and 10. I think that's how they run it. It's either 6 and 8 or 8 and 10. I can't remember. And they normally do it like they replay it. So they do 8, 10, and then 12 and 2. So they'll replay the premiere movies so you can see them twice. So if you don't see it the first time, you can see it the second time. So that'll give me a lot of leeway today, as you know, there's new movies on Hallmark too. But I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then the number 3 piece of news that I have today on Ho 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 Holiday Headlines is Karen Kingsbury's The Christmas Ring. Now, that's a feature movie, right? It stars Ben Hollingsworth and Jana Kramer, but it is going to be on video on demand. As a matter of fact, it's on video on demand right now. You can watch it on YouTube or Fandango. You can stream it on YouTube or Fandango. Those are the only 2 places you can stream it. I don't know. I was thinking I might watch it on Fandango today. I think it's like $13.99 on Fandango. So it's a little cheaper than it is on YouTube. So I don't know. I think I might watch that. Junior and I are going to see Wicked for Good later today too. So I don't know. It's going to be a total movie day for me. I'm excited. So anyway, the Christmas Ring has gotten mixed reviews, as I kind of would expect. Some say that it belongs on the Hallmark Channel, as if that's an insult. For me, that's not an insult, right? But maybe they're saying that on TV instead of in the feature movies. Listen, I'll go see a Christmas movie wherever it is. You know, if I'm feeling up to it. Right now, I'm not really feeling up to it, but you know, I'm gonna go see Wicked for Good in the theaters. But we're gonna in the first show, and I reserved tickets, so you know, it's not like I'm gonna have to fight for seats or anything like that. And we get in, we get out. That's how that rolls. Anyway, but others say it's a really good holiday movie, so I'm going to probably find out later today or tomorrow. I'll watch it. So that's it for ho holiday headlines. Now it is time for ratings and reviews. And I have a bunch of movies to review today. I'm reviewing Three Wisest Men, a holiday touchdown, A Bill Story, A Very Jonas Christmas, Merry Little ExMas, Champagne Problems, and the Jingle Bell Heist. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit on that. First thing up on my list is the Three Wisest. Okay, so the first thing up is the Three Wisest Men, and this, of course, you guys know. You guys know about the Three Wisest Men, right? It stars Paul Campbell, Tyler Hynes, and Andrew Walker. The premise is three siblings deal with personal changes in their mother's decision to sell the family home before Christmas. Between in-laws, wild animals, and a mall Santa, they try to make the holidays perfect. Anytime somebody tries to make a perfect Christmas or a perfect holiday, it usually goes spectacularly wrong. And this movie is no exception. I have to say, I enjoyed this movie so much more. I almost didn't watch it because I thought, okay, they can't do it 3 times in a row, right? They can't make 3 good movies. They made 3 good movies. And this one is really good. And it doesn't feel like you're watching the same thing over again. Like part 2, I felt like we were kind of watching an attempt to continue the same movie versus have like a movie stand on its own. But this one definitely felt like it was trying to stand on its own. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this movie. I highly recommend this. The only thing that took the rating down a little bit for me was that there was no dance scene in the movie or at the end. And I've come to love that dance scene, and I need that dance scene, and I want a dance scene. And they could have included the whole family, whatever, but I needed a dance scene. And so I kind of get it. You couldn't really have the dance scene because Andrew's movie wife had babies, and so you couldn't really have her in the dance scene. But they should have had a dance scene. I'm just saying. That's really kind of my only complaint about this movie. Other than that, I loved it. I loved all the drama. I loved about halfway through if they figure out everything is just going wrong. The house is a disaster. Everything is just gone wrong. And there's a cockatoo in this. The cockatoo is hilarious. Tyler's role is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I just loved it. I really did love it. I felt like the character arcs were really good. And I felt like the second half of the movie was definitely, you could see that shift that needs to happen halfway through the movie. And it happened. And it was good. It was good. And it was good not only for the main characters, but for like the secondary characters and the tertiary characters, right? Like everybody had an arc, and everybody's arc went the way it was supposed to go. And I loved it. I really loved it. This was a really good comfort movie. I'll definitely watch this one again. So I rate Three Wisest Men 4.25 Christmas trees. It did not rise to me to the level of a Merry Christmas Ted Cooper. Has not been knocked off the spot yet. Nor did it knock off a Keller Family Christmas. Those two are my 4.5s, and everything else is really compared against them. It did not knock off them, but it was still really, really good. So 4.25 is my Christmas tree rating for Three Wisest Men. All right. A holiday touchdown, a Bill's story. So this starred Holland, Roden, and Matthew Daddario. But there were so many cameos in the movie. This was like cameo central. Honest to goodness. Every Bills player that ever was or ever will be cameoed in this movie. And plus you had like the Sopranos reunion, which I really liked. The characters, it was just full of characters. Anyway, the premise of the movie. So the movie centers around the Quinns and the DeLucas, who have lived next door to each other for decades in the shadow of the Highmark Stadium, the home of their beloved Buffalo Bills, with their longtime friendship rooted in being proud members of the Bills Mafia. The two clans have enjoyed cherished traditions that revolve around cheering for their favorite team, especially at the holidays when they celebrate the last home game before Christmas. Pediatric Dr. Morgan Quinn Roden and the Bills VP of Stadium Development, Gabe DeLuca, have always been close friends, but Gabe has always held a torch for her. A fact obvious to everybody. It's not just obvious to the families. It's obvious to the families. It's obvious to everybody who sees him look at her. Strangers on the street, it doesn't matter. You could do, a standing role and you'd be like, yeah, these two are supposed to be in love. You see it all over. And everyone else who crosses their path, of course. When Morgan learns from her Uncle Tommy, that someone anonymously helped her family get by after he was drafted more than 60 years ago, and that he continues to receive a Christmas gift each year to this day, she decides to find the benefactor and give her uncle a Christmas he'll always remember. Okay, there's more to the description, but I'm going to stop it there because so there were a lot of reasons to like this movie. One, it was really a Christmas mystery. Like, you could see this going on to like the Hallmark Mystery Channel, because it really did center around this mystery of who's been sending the gifts to my family for all these years, and they helped the family, through super hard times, right? When her uncle went to the Vietnam War, he left his family and somebody took care of them all these years. Years, right? So it's like 40, 50 years. And he's been getting a gift each year for Christmas. So the mystery was, who's been doing this? So that was kind of the premise of the action, the plot in the movie, which is we got to find out who's been doing this for the family. The secondary plot of it was Matthew Daddario, Gabe DeLuca, right? That he was in love with Morgan Holland Roden, right? And didn't know how to tell her that he loved her. So the movie centers around this mystery of finding love, and then also this kind of unrequited love, right? That he had for her, and the fact that everybody could see that he had these feelings for her, except her, of course. And then, of course, she appreciates their friendship, I think, but she's just kind of clueless when it comes to him, except for when her feelings start to shift as he is helping her. So anyway, the negatives for the movie for me, okay? And I'm not hating. I'm a Commanders fan. I'm not hating on the Bills. I'm not hating on the Bills Mafia, for sure. Like, I root for them when they're playing other people, when they're playing people that I don't want to win. I root for them. So This is not a hater thing, but go Bills. How many times they said that in the movie? It must have been 200 times. Like every other minute. Go Bills, go Bills, go Bills. We got it. Everybody's wearing Bills gear. They got the hats. It's obvious. This is about the Bills Mafia. You do not need to say go Bills every 5 minutes. You just don't need to do it. Or in this case, every 2 minutes. You don't need to do that. And then the second thing, the cameo. There were a lot of cameos. They must have pulled every Bills player that has ever played from the beginning of time. There might have been some dead people in there. I mean, it was insane. There comes a point where it gets to be overdone. A few cameos, great, wonderful. But everybody that ever did a Bills, that ever was associated with the Bills ever, no, we didn't need all that. Honestly, you don't need all that for a movie. So for me, those were the two things that really brought the rating down for me. With that said, I still liked the movie. I liked it a lot. This is my first time seeing Holland Broden in she was this like peppy, quirky character, and I really loved her in this role. I've not seen her enough, but after this, I will see her more. Like, I will be more drawn to her movies because of her role in this. So, the acting was great. It was some of the writing and the Go Bills and the cameos and the everybody knowing how he felt about her. That part kind of got old too. I mean, it was just overdone. I think we didn't need to do it that as many times as we did it. But anyway, but aside from those things, those little nits, I know I'm probably making it sound bigger nits than they really are, but they're really little nits. I gave this 4 Christmas trees. Definitely watchable, definitely rewatchable. Is it going to end up on my DVR? Absolutely not. Right? But if it's on, I'm going to watch it for sure. And it's uplifting, and it's a happy movie. It puts you in a good mood. It's a good movie. It's one of those comfort movies. If you just need lifting your day, that's your movie. That is your movie. You're going to love it. All right. So, Holiday Touchdown, a Bills story. I give that 4.0 Christmas trees. Definitely a watch and a rewatch. And probably multiple times rewatch. So, it's good. Number 3 is A Very Jonas Christmas. So, we all know the Jonas Brothers, right? I know the Jonas Brothers. So, the premise is 3 famous brothers race against time and face mounting challenges during a chaotic journey from London to New York, despite desperate to make it home in time for Christmas with their loved ones. So, for me, this was like the ultimate Christmas road adventure, right? I loved it. I enjoyed this movie so much. It's also a musical. I know they sing. I was not expecting it to be kind of like a Very Jonas Christmas movie / High School Musical, right? But that's what it is. Oh, that's what it was to me. There's probably not as much singing as in High School Musical, but there's a lot of singing in this movie that I was actually not expecting and that I actually loved. And I think the love of the singing is kind of what pulled me in. Now, there's a lot of cameos in this movie with real life family, okay? If you want to see the cameos with the real life family, you have got to watch this. I I was all in. When I saw, I was like, wait a minute, that's his real wife. That's his real daughter. Like, I was kind of shocked by that. I was not expecting to see the cameos that I saw. And it's not just the one, it's all of them. That was a beautiful thing to see. So I was excited about the cameos. So for me, with the singing, the cameos, and the storyline, it's kind of a typical, we got to get back home and we're going to run into all these obstacles trying to get back home. The story, we've seen those kind of done before, but we've not seen them with the Jonas Brothers, and we've not seen them with their singing, and we've not seen them with their family cameos. So with that said, I gave Very Jonas Christmas 4 Christmas trees. Watchable, rewatchable. Is it something that I wish I could put on my DVR? No. Is it something that I'm gonna probably make an effort to go back and watch? Probably not. It's on Disney Plus, so you've got to make an effort to go on Disney Plus in the app to see it. I definitely made an effort to go see it the first time. I'm not sure. Maybe while I'm off, I may go back and watch it again. But if I don't watch it again, it stayed in my heart. And that's good enough. So 4 Christmas trees for me. All right. The next movie is A Merry Little ExMas on Netflix. This starred Alicia Silverstone and Oliver Hudson. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I loved Clueless. Alicia Silverstone. For me, when I think of her movies, that's what I think of. I think of Clueless. I don't think of anything else that she ever did. Clueless was the quintessential Alicia Silverstone movie for me. I was very much looking forward, because I really haven't seen her in anything much since then. If she played in stuff, I didn't see it. It was Clueless, and then Where Did She Go? Right. So I was very much looking forward to this movie. So the premise of this one is a separated couple tries celebrating one last Christmas together with their kids before their divorce. However, the husband's new girlfriend joins the festivities, causing tension and chaos during the holidays. And let me tell you, first of all, they did this thing in the movie called a conscious uncoupling. That's what they called their divorce. A conscious uncoupling. And she was like this activist, right? She's like the animal rights. She's like the vegan. She's like that. She's like that. Like, I feel like they took a lot of notes from her real life and used it to talk about, to kind of base her character on. So it's very easy for her to play. To me, it just seems like it was easy for her to play because it was kind of taken from notes of her real life. So I have to say, I really enjoyed this movie. I have not yet watched it a second time. But I loved it the first time. I was focused on the movie. I enjoyed the performances, the relationships with the kids. Oh my gosh. The husband bringing the ex and how messy that was, and then her finding kind of a boy toy, cabana boy, to kind of have a fake relationship with this guy who actually really wanted to date her. I don't know. It was just kind of a delicious mess for me. I won't, I don't do spoilers. So, but I will say this one is well worth watching. At least once. You got to watch it at least once. And I think you'll really, really enjoy this at least once. I think I will probably go back and watch it again, which tells you that this is good. It's not just good, it's good. If I go back and watch it again, because there's a lot of movies where I will only watch it once and I will have no shame about just watching it once. But I can see myself going on Netflix and watching this more than once because it was good. That was a good movie. It was cute. It had a good premise. the conscious uncoupling thing was just like hysterical to me, having been divorced. That was hilarious to me, how they kind of branded divorce for their kids to make it less hard, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for the kids no matter what. And then you kind of had this story where you had the kids kind of gravitating to the ex-husband's new girlfriend, which was obviously tough for the mom. Now I have to tell you, when my son gravitated to my ex's girlfriends, I was like, hallelujah, because they'd be buying him clothes and stuff. I'm like, keep it up, you're picking some good ones. And like one of my ex's girlfriends was a veterinarian, and I have 2 big dogs, and the medicine is super expensive, and she would be giving them all this medicine and all the treats and stuff like that. And I'd be like, and then, so he broke up with her. And I was like, why did we break up with her? I was like, why did we break up with her? I liked her, and we were getting all of our medicine. And then for it was like 6 to 8 months or something, we didn't get any medicine or anything. So I had to pay for everything out of pocket. It's that flea and tick medicine and the heartworm medicine is expensive. And I was so happy to have her in our lives, because anytime we needed anything, she would give us medicine, or she would give us the flea and tick stuff. And so she was beautiful. Yeah. I hated that period when they had broken up, because I was like, we need to get her back. So ridiculous. My ex and I are really good friends. We're co-parents. We probably should have just been parents and co-parents and never married. So that's why we have that kind of relationship. But yes. So I love the exes, girlfriends or whatever. I'm like, yay. As long as they treat my baby right, I don't care. But in this movie, you could tell that she cared, which kind of showed that she had some feelings. And then when he saw her with somebody else, you could tell he had some feelings. So, there's a little complication going on there. And so it's a good movie to watch, I have to say. I really enjoyed it. I loved them. They looked good together as a couple. And you just have to overlook. I remember the controversy with Alicia Silverstone. I am not going to mention it here, but it's kind of gross. So, for me as a mom, it's kind of gross. But that didn't take away anything from the actual movie. So go watch it, like I said, at least once. Merry Little Xmas on Netflix. 4 Christmas trees from me. All right. The next movie I watched was Champagne Problems. That was on Netflix. Oh my gosh, Champagne Problems, I think, was probably one of my favorite movies this year. It did not knock off Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper, but it was in that vein for sure, and it was right under Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. I have to see. Now, here's the thing. I have watched Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper no fewer than 6 or 7 times since it was released. I watched Champagne Problems one time. I went back to watch it again, and I got about halfway through, and then I got distracted, which tells me that I loved Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper more, because I didn't allow myself to get distracted, and I let myself get distracted by Champagne Problems. This is how I know that I didn't like it as much as I like Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. However, I am definitely going back to watch that movie again. And I don't know if it'll be 6 or 7 times, but it'll at least be one more time. So anyway, Champagne Problems. This is the premise. An executive who is... Alright, so the premise of Champagne Problems, which starred Minka Kelly and Thibault de Montalembert. Okay, so I had 2 semesters of French, and so, yeah, it shows that I only had 2 semesters, but also I had 2 semesters, because I'm probably pronouncing that like half right. All right, so anyway. An executive travels to France to secure the acquisition of a renowned champagne brand, Champagne Problems, before Christmas. But her plans are upended when she falls into a whirlwind romance with a charming Parisian, only to discover he's the founder's son. So the founder of the champagne brand, his son, is the guy that she falls for. And she fell for him like in the most absolute adorable way. And I just love this movie. It was sweet. I loved that it was centered around this bookstore, right? So like the core of their meeting happens in a bookstore. You know, me being an author, hey, whatever. I loved the bookstore. I loved the design of the bookstore. I loved his ambitions. You watch it, you'll learn about his ambitions. I'm not gonna give it. I loved their meet cute, how they met one another. The characters were just very rich to me. Like I got it. I got them both immediately. There was a little drama, but there was not too much drama at all. To me, it was more rom-com, romance and rom-com than anything. One of the biggest reasons I like this movie is this. Some of you may not like it for this reason, but I liked it for this reason. There's a lot of movies that are set in France or set in the area of France or whatever, and the actors have this like weird English accent. And in this movie, the French actors actually speak French. They don't have the weird English accent, and they had they had subtitles, right, in the English subtitles. So they really spoke French, and they had the English subtitles. I love the authenticity of that, right, because it does not happen. It absolutely does not happen in Hallmark movies. They make everything French, English. They make everything, and they have sometimes really bad English accents. In this movie, it was French. Let me tell you, French is a beautiful language. It's one of the most beautiful languages to me. I don't know if I told you guys, I think I have Ivory Coast in my my DNA. When I did my Ancestry DNA, I think there's I don't know, I want to say 10 or 20% of Ivory Coast in mine. It's probably where I get that French from, right? We know the Ivory Coast was colonized and the French were there. So, but they speak French, and I feel like that's probably where I get my love of French from. But I loved the authenticity of it, that they actually speak French in France and not this weird English in France. I love that. So that was probably one of the most impressive things to me about the movie. And I don't mind subtitles. I actually love subtitles. So if you're somebody that likes them, and it is not 100% subtitles. They speak a lot of English in the movie too. But when they speak French, when they want to express themselves, they speak French, and they have subtitles for the French parts. So if you're somebody that likes subtitles like I do, I absolutely love them. Yes, this movie is for you. If you love a good romance, this movie is for you. If you I think I've seen Minka and one or two other things. I did not know I love Minka so much. Minka's my new favorite thing now. I'm going to be looking for what else is she in? I really like her in this role. I don't know if she's played this kind of role before, but loved her in this. And then the guy, oh my God, the Montalembert, oh my God, he's so gorgeous. So So they were beautiful people. It was like two beautiful people in this beautiful romance in France, where they were speaking French. It was just a really good movie. So, like I said, but I haven't gone back to watch it again. I haven't watched it again fully. I watched like half of it again, and then got distracted with something else. So, for me, with Merry Christmas, Dad Cooper being at a 4.5, this one was at a 4.3. I could probably give it a 4.35 or 4.4. Like, it's somewhere in there. It is not a 5. It's not a 4.5, okay? But I love this movie, and it was super sweet. So if you need, it was uplifting, and there was a happy ending, and all the things that you need in a really good Christmas movie. I would say this is it. Now, the one thing I will say is that Christmas in Paris was the backdrop for this, right? But I think you could have easily taken it out of that season and out of the time, and it would not necessarily be a Christmas movie, right? You could take the story, you could take the Christmas background out of the story, you could take the scenery out of the story, and it would not be a Christmas movie. It wasn't necessarily centered around a Christmas theme so much. And so that probably set it apart too. Probably made it a little bit less Christmassy. But yeah, it was a good movie though. I loved it. All right, and so the last movie on my list today is the Jingle Bell Heist. It starred Olivia Holt and Connor Swindles. You had this American in England, and then you had this Englishman, were the stars of this movie. Okay, so let me first talk about the premise, and then I'll tell you what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it. So, at the height of the holiday season, two strangers team up to rob one of London's most famous department stores while accidentally falling in love. Okay, so let me tell you about this. The Jingle Bell Heist. To me, there were two movies that came to mind as I was watching this. The first is Oceans, like any of the Oceans movie, like Oceans 10, Oceans 11, Oceans 12, Oceans 13, Oceans 8. Any of those movies, it was definitely heisty. Like, it was a heisty movie. When they say Jingle Bell Heist, it was definitely a heist movie, okay? So if you liked any of those movies, you'll like Jingle Bell Heist, right? I got probably halfway into the movie, and I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about this, like, of liking it, right? I wasn't even sure that I wanted to finish, and then there was this twist. The other movie that came to mind was Cruella. If you saw Cruella with, what's her name? Emma? I can't remember her last name right now. You know, the relatively new Cruella that's on Disney Plus. Emma Stone was in this, but also Emma Thompson was in it. So it was the two Emmas that were in it. I completely forgot about that. Anyway, so if you know that movie, if you've seen that movie, and then if you see the Jingle Bell Heist and you see the twist, if that doesn't come to your mind, I don't know what will come to your mind. So anyway, at that point, I was back. I was fully engaged, and I watched it through to the end. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. It was very much a heist plus a romance, and you could kind of see the romance building. But I don't know that I was so connected to. I don't know that I was so connected to the romance as I was the twist. When the twist happened, it just changed the movie for me. It completely changed the movie for me, and it was a great twist. So, honestly, watch the movie for the twist. But you'll come out with the feel-good ending too. It was a happily ever after ending. Definitely ended on a high note. Definitely didn't feel like a Christmas movie per se. It was definitely not on brand for a Christmas movie through the whole thing. There were Christmas movie elements integrated within it, but it was not a really like what I have come to know as a Christmas movie. Like it was not a It's a Wonderful Lifetime movie or Countdown to Christmas movie. It was not that kind of Christmas movie. But it was good though. It was good though. So I say I gave that one 4 Christmas trees. 4 Christmas trees. Definitely watch it once. 100% watch it once and watch it for that twist. That's going to blow your mind. But then, you'll have to decide if you want to watch it again. I might watch it again. I don't know. That's a stretch. I'm definitely going to watch Champagne Problems again. I might watch Merry Little Xmas again, maybe. But I will definitely watch Champagne Problems again for sure. That's going to happen before the end of the Christmas holiday. So I'm going to take a quick break, but I'll be right back, and I'm going to talk about what's coming up on the TV Christmas movie lineup for this weekend, really all the way up through Monday of this week. And we're going to look at TV Christmas movie lineups with OWN, It's a Wonderful Lifetime, and Countdown to Christmas. So stay tuned. It's Christmas in July, and what better way to spend it than reading a holiday story that begins in July and takes us all the way through the big day. As Nikki approaches her 50th birthday, Christmas in July, a sudden revelation sparked by more than just summer heat sends her life into a tailspin. The achievements she once prided herself on, a home, a car, now feel hollow. Her vision board, once a hopeful map for the future, now seems like wasted effort. Her job is no longer fulfilling. Nikki's got it bad. To top it off, her boyfriend Smith proposes, but she's not even sure about him. What should be a celebratory milestone becomes a plunge into despair and a brush with her guardian angel, Jesus, and some sweet potato pie. You've got to read the book to find out the details. I'm just saying. Her guardian angel delivers an ultimatum. Find her second act by Christmas Eve. Failure means she'll spend the rest of her life with dark days. I mean, who wants to live the rest of their life in dark days? With fear of eternal hot flashes threatening her days and nights, she takes on the challenge. Embarking on her second act leads Nikki into the gravitational pull of Evan Goodman, the hot doctor who makes her feel content, and Jordan Devlin, her first love who ignites passion, or a dangerous spark. I mean, in the game of love, who can tell the difference? Caught between the safety of contentment and, fire, Nikki must make heart-wrenching choices. Time ticks away as she navigates the path from Christmas in July to Christmas Eve, desperately seeking her true calling, chasing her dreams, and discovering which romantic interest will help her bloom into the best version of herself. The Nick Before Christmas is a hopeful romantic comedy with a little bit of Jesus and sweet potato pie and a whole lot of self-discovery. This enchanting narrative is the perfect holiday read to fill your heart with the warmth of Christmas love. And now, back to Chicks on Christmas Flakes. All right, and welcome back to Chicks on Christmas Flicks. So in the previous segment, I reviewed a bunch of movies, including Champagne Problems, Merry Little ExMas, Holiday Touchdown, A Bill Story, and The Three Wisest Men. So those were the big ones. this segment, I am going to get into what to watch, especially for today, tomorrow, and Monday, because we have a really, really good lineup of movies coming out. You're going to have some decisions to make about movies to watch. All right, you're going to have some decisions, I'm just saying. All right, so Saturday, today, right? So at midnight, and I watched part of it, Naughty or Nice came on, and then Newport Christmas came on. I watched part of a Newport Christmas. Then after that, I watched Deck the Walls, a little bit of that. Right now, I have turned it off. It's Christmas Eve came on after that. I love It's Christmas Eve. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies, but I just did not want to be that sad. I know, and it always makes me so sad because of, one, the singing is just powerful, but two, the loss of the father, right, is sad. So that one's a tough one for me to watch. So right now I have Snow Bright on for my DVR. But starting at 8 a.m., there is a Mistletoe Murder Marathon. I should watch it because they're going to have both seasons, right? All the way straight through on Hallmark Mysteries. I'm not watching that. I will probably not watch that. I'll probably take care of a few other things. And I told you guys I'm going to see Wicked this morning. So I'm going to see Wicked for good this morning. I'll let you know how I like that. So starting at 2 p.m., there's a marathon of movies. So all the new movies that came out for 2025, there's going to be a marathon. Not all of them, but a lot of the movies that have come out for 2025 on the countdown to Christmas, they're going to have a marathon of them for at 2 o'clock. Really, I think it starts a little bit before 2, but for me, it's going to start at 2 because that's probably about the time that I'll be home. So also today, an Alpine Holiday comes on. That's with Ashley Williams. That comes on at 6. At 8 p.m., a Grand Ole Opry Christmas. That's with Nikki DeLoach and Christopher Polaha. So that's your 6 and 8 p.m. movies. And then, of course, at 10 o'clock, they're gonna show another movie that's been on for a while. I think that's the More Than Merry or something that comes on after that, which came on yesterday. And that review will be in next week's review. It's not in this week's review. But check this out. So Hallmark Family is in the fray this weekend. A lot of good movies. So if you like the Christmas classics, you'll like watching Hallmark Family. A Nutcracker Christmas comes on, Christmas at Graceland, and my very favorite Christmas mystery of all time, Christmas Everlasting. I love that one. I would say it's probably a tie between Christmas on Honeysuckle Lane and Christmas Everlasting. But Christmas Everlasting has the twist of all twists. So I think I put Christmas Everlasting above that. Up TV today also starts at 11 with Christmas in the Rockies, the holiday swap. We're Scrooged. I watched that last. It's a little more dramatic than I was expecting. I watched that last year. The Christmas Checklist is a new series. So, you know, the Hallmark Channel has really gotten into its series. The Christmas Checklist is of TV's new series. It stars Sarah Power and Jared Joseph. It's 1 hour at 7 p.m. Okay. And then a Royal Christmas Hope, which is a new Christmas movie. I think it premiered last weekend, but it's replaying this weekend. So a Royal Christmas Hope is coming on Up TV. And I believe that comes on at 9 o'clock on Up TV. All right. Then It's a Wonderful Lifetime has a slate. I told you guys, you're going to have some decisions to make today. It's a Wonderful Lifetime, the Merry Little Christmas Marathon, right? Starts at 2 p.m. Merry Little Christmas, Merry Little Christmas Wedding, and Merry Little Christmas Baby. I loved all those movies. Like 2 o'clock. That's a tough decision to make between Countdown to Christmas. I would say the only thing is I have seen pretty much all the new Countdown to Christmas movies, or I can watch them on Hallmark Plus. To watch anything on demand for Lifetime, you have to pay like $3 per movie. So if I want to see these movies, I will probably watch It's a Wonderful Lifetime, and I can watch Hallmark Plus, anything I want to watch. But then, guess what? They premiered 2 new movies on It's a Wonderful Lifetime tonight. Christmas Every Day, that's the one with Brady and her daughter Sarai. And I've heard nothing but good things about it, although I have seen one clip from it with Debbie Morgan, and she is playing that role to the hilt. Oh my goodness. So I'm probably going to watch that movie just because it looks to be so well acted. But Debbie Morgan played a dramatic piece of that movie. I saw a dramatic clip from that movie, and oh my gosh, it looks so good. But it does look sad, so I really have to brace myself for that one. I think it's probably going to be a mix of happy and sad, but there's going to be a hunk of sad right in the middle of that. So just so you know, don't say I didn't tell you. And then I think what's supposed to be a true holiday romantic comedy is The Christmas Campaign, which follows Christmas Every Day with Vivica A. Fox and Jack A. Harry. So I'm looking forward to seeing both of those. Listen, if I don't watch them, I don't know how I'm going to watch all these movies. But the DVR will probably play a very strong role, or I will take advantage of the fact that Lifetime usually replays its movies, its premieres back to back. So, they'll show Christmas Every Day and The Christmas Campaign from 8 to 10, and then they'll show it again from midnight to 2, right? So, don't fret if you don't see it, and if you have a DVR, put it to work for you, okay? Then, listen to this. So, TV One, I told you guys about TV One. TV One picked up a bunch of Lifetime movies. And they picked up most of the ones with the diverse leads, with black leads, let's put it that way, right? So they picked up most of the Lifetime movies with black leads. I don't think they have them like solely, like they're not the only ones with license to the movies, because I still see them. They're going to be coming up on It's a Wonderful Lifetime as well. But they definitely got them licenses to show them. I just don't think that they can only see them on TV One. So Friday, and I think probably today, I did not look at Saturday. Yesterday they had Radio Christmas and the Christmas Pact and Jingle Bell, and they replayed all of those. I really have to go look and see what they have for today, but it's probably going to be the same thing. It's probably going to be, they're probably going to pick 2 or 3 movies, and then, you're just going to see the same movies over and over again. All right. And then OWN has its own slate of movies showing today, right? First of all, they're showing a former feature movie, which now you only see on streaming or cable, and that is This Christmas. And I have to tell you, that is one of those, that's a phenomenal movie. I love that movie. It's got Loretta Devine, it's got Delroy Lindo, it's got Idris Elba. Like, it has a cast. Regina Hall, is that her name? Not Regina Hall. The other Regina, the one that played in 222 with Jack A. Harry. That Regina is in this movie, and she was phenomenal in that movie. Oh my goodness, she was so phenomenal. She got on your nerves, and then at the end she just woke up. It was so good. So if you have not watched This Christmas at 11 a.m., watch This Christmas. You will love it. I promise you, you will love that. I will not be home. I will be watching Wicked for good. But if you're home, watch it. Then she's got Christmas movies on the rest of the day. Okay. So Cook Up Christmas. 24 Karat Christmas, and Fake Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Fake Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is the new movie, and that starts at 9 p.m. So you can watch OWN all day today and see Christmas movies all day today if you want to see her slate. Fake Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, I have to watch that. It's going to be one of the movies I review for next week. That will probably hit the DVR. Like I said, I've got a lot of stuff that's going to end up on my DVR. I think I'm going to have to clean some things off my DVR so I can put these movies on my DVR so that I can at least see them to review them. Oh, that's going to be a decision because I don't want to take anything off my DVR. But it's full. It's got so much stuff on it. It's ridiculous. I have like 87%. Yeah, it's 87% full. So, yeah, I might have to remove some stuff. I don't know. We'll see. And then Sunday, another great day for Christmas movies, right? So we know, Countdown to Christmas, you're going to have premieres. And I think Up TV and Countdown to Christmas are the only two stations that are going to have premieres for Sunday. Everybody else has got replays, but there's a lot of good replays going on. So Sunday at 2 a.m. if you're up, I may be up. My sleeping schedule's been really weird lately. Angel of Christmas and On the 12th Day of Christmas at 2 a.m. That's going to be tough. I like both of those movies. I have On the 12th Day of Christmas on my DVR, so I may watch Angel of Christmas at 2 a.m. That's one of those on my writers list, my list of writers movies, favorite writers movies. So I might watch that. At 6 a.m., Christmas with Holly. I love that movie. That's a classic. At 8 a.m., The 9 Lives of Christmas on Countdown to Christmas. That's going to be, come on, man. Like, all of these are, like, so good. At 10 a.m., The Santa Class comes on a Hallmark channel. On the Hallmark Mystery Channel, they start this marathon with everybody and his mama come home for Christmas. That starts at, it's time for us to come home for Christmas. It's time for her to come home for Christmas. It's time for him to come home for Christmas. Like, all those movies they're gonna start a marathon beginning at 10 a.m. on Hallmark movies, Hallmark Mysteries. So you can watch that. At 6 p.m., The Christmas Cup comes on. That's Rhiannon Fish and Ben Rosenbaum. And then at 8 p.m. is Christmas at the Catnip Cafe with Paul Campbell and Aaron Cahill. I love them both. I think out of all the movies that I watched today, for sure, Christmas at the Catnip Cafe is going to happen. Okay, and so then at 7 p.m., we have a new movie on Up TV that I told you guys about, and that's going to be Christmas at Amish Country. They've done quite a few Amish movies on Up TV, so not surprised to see that there. On Hallmark Family, bunch of Christmas classics today, starting at 11 a.m. and including a few of my favorites, which includes like A Cookie Cutter Christmas. I love that one. Engaging Father Christmas. That's Aaron Krakow, right? Who does those? On It's a Wonderful Lifetime. Oh my gosh. It's going to be a tough day. A Christmas Dance Reunion. I love that movie. I believe that is at 10. I want to say it's either 8 or 10. And then they have Jingle Bell with Tatiana Ali. She plays the ad woman who does the jingle campaign, and so she sings in that one. And oh my gosh, that's a good movie. That's like really good. And then of course they're gonna replay the Christmas campaign and Christmas Every Day on Sunday. So if you don't see it Saturday, you can see it Sunday. Okay. If there's too much for you to figure out, you can see it all on Sunday. So that's what's going on of the major Christmas movie news for today and tomorrow. On Monday, It's a Wonderful Lifetime. Here's the bad thing. It's a Wonderful Lifetime is not 24/7 all week long. They're only doing it on the weekends. So look for It's a Wonderful Lifetime's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, they go back to their regularly scheduled programming. Thank heavens for Countdown to Christmas, because we get 24/7 Christmas on Hallmark Mysteries and Hallmark Channel. Okay, so Monday, at midnight on the Hallmark Channel, you get Holly and Ivy and Veterans Christmas. Then you have a Christmas list, right? Love those. And I'm going to skip a lot of movies because a lot of them are just replays, right? The Snow Must Go On at 4 p.m. I have to say, I watched about 3/4 of that movie. It was not a distraction. It was like I wasn't feeling good, and I just kind of woke up a fourth way into the movie. And I have to say, I really liked that one. It was good, but I'll review it next week. I'm going to watch the whole thing. And then Monday, of course, then we have Finding Mr. Christmas and Baked with Love Christmas. So I have not watched either of those to the extent. Like, I saw one episode of Finding Mr. Christmas and Baked with Love Christmas. I really want to wait till I can binge the whole thing. Like, waiting the whole week now. I'm a Gen Xer in the age of streaming, right? I want to see all of it. I don't want to have to wait. It's one thing when you're a Gen X, you had to wait. Like, every week you had to wait for the next edition of something to come out. Now we're in the streaming era, right? Now you don't have to wait every week. You can sit and just binge like all of it in one fell swoop. And that's what I want to do. I want to watch Mistletoe Murders. I want to watch Finding Mr. Christmas. And I want to watch Baked with Love on Hallmark Plus as a binge, so I can see all the way through the end. So that's why I have not watched them. Don't think I'm not gonna, because I am gonna, but it's just gonna come later. So, mid-December, when I take off for work, that's when you'll start seeing me talk about and review those shows. All right. So that is it for this week. Coming up for next weekend, so much. So there's so much that I'm going to review for next week, right? We met in December. I caught part of it. I did not catch all of it. That was not intentional. Snow Must Go On. I just told you about that. Grand Ole Opry Christmas. That comes on today, this evening. And Alpine Holiday, that comes on. The More the Merrier came on yesterday. The Christmas Cup comes on tomorrow. Christmas at the Catnip Cafe comes on tomorrow. And then we had, of course, the Christmas campaign and Christmas Every Day. That's going to be in the review. And I'm going to try and squeeze in Fake Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That will also be reviewed for next week. Some of these will be reviews. Some of them will be hot or not chick picks, because there's just too many movies to give full reviews on, like I did today. So that's going to do it for me today. Stay tuned. More news coming. I'm going to try and get back to doing my chick picks every day, but I have to tell you, just it's because of this medicine has got me knocked off my butt, literally. I barely made it through today's episode because I have the whirlies. I'm about to get back into bed. But if you missed when your favorite movie was coming on, of course you can go listen again, or you can check my chick picks. Now today I'm going to do a chick picks. Tomorrow I'll do a chick picks because there's just so many movies coming out. So if you don't know which one to watch today and tomorrow, I'm going to have chick picks coming out to let you know which ones at least I'll be focusing on. Now there'll be other ones that I'll have on my DVR or whatever, but the ones I'll be focusing on, I'll put them in chick picks. Thank you to my music and show editor, Will B. He created all the custom music for this show. He's at Wildcard Music, and you can find his IG page in the show notes. until next time, remember, at Chicks on Christmas Flicks, we can never have too many Christmas movies. We can only have not enough Christmas movies. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave a review on your favorite listening platform, and tell your Christmas movie loving friends about this show. Where can you find us? I'm so happy you asked. Podcast platforms include Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, and many, many more. You can find a link of the full listing of podcast platforms in the show notes. Follow the show at Chicks Christmas Flicks on Twitter and IG. Thank you for listening in, and I'll see you Wednesday, just a few days from now, coming up really soon. Don't go too far away. I'm going to pull it together. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to get this medicine together too. So see you next week.